What if I told you that one of the biggest reasons some people lose their independence after 75 has nothing to do with disease, bad luck, or genetics, but with a few simple daily habits they quietly stopped doing years ago? That may sound hard to believe, but after caring for older adults for more than 2 decades, I've noticed a pattern I can't ignore. The seniors who continue to stay sharp, active, and self-reliant well into their 80s often share a handful of behaviors that most people gradually abandon without even realizing it. And here's the concerning part. The loss doesn't happen all at once. It happens slowly, quietly, until one day climbing stairs feels harder, names become harder to recall, and everyday tasks require help. Today, I'm going to show you 3 powerful daily habits that set truly exceptional adults apart after age 75, and why the third one may be the most important of all. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell, so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. Number 5. Strategic hydration. The habit most seniors underestimate. Let's begin with something that sounds almost too simple to deserve a place on this list: drinking enough water. Yet after more than 20 years of working with older adults, I can tell you that hydration is one of the most overlooked factors affecting energy, balance, memory, and independence after age 75. The problem is that your body changes dramatically as you age. By your late 70s and early 80s, the thirst mechanism becomes much less reliable. In other words, your body may need water long before you actually feel thirsty. At the same time, kidney function naturally declines, making it harder to maintain proper fluid balance throughout the day. Many seniors assume that feeling slightly tired, mentally foggy, or unsteady on their feet is simply part of getting older. In reality, mild chronic dehydration may be contributing to those symptoms. Even a small reduction in fluid levels can affect blood circulation, decrease oxygen delivery to the brain, and make muscles less efficient. Think of your bloodstream as a transportation system. Every cell in your body depends on that system to deliver nutrients and remove waste. When hydration levels drop, traffic slows down. The brain receives less support, muscles become less responsive, and energy levels begin to decline. The seniors who age exceptionally well tend to approach hydration with intention. Rather than waiting until they feel thirsty, they build a routine around it. A large glass of water first thing in the morning is often one of the most effective habits. After several hours of sleep, the body naturally wakes up slightly dehydrated. Throughout the day, drinking water with meals and maintaining steady fluid intake helps support circulation, digestion, and cognitive performance. Consistency matters far more than trying to drink large amounts all at once. One additional strategy that many experts recommend is pairing morning hydration with electrolytes or a small source of minerals. This can help improve fluid absorption and support healthy cellular function. The bottom line is simple. If you are still prioritizing hydration every day after age 75, you are doing something many people neglect. It may not seem remarkable, but this small habit supports nearly every system in the body and helps create the foundation for long-term independence. Number 4. Resistance-based movement. Protecting the strength that protects you. One of the biggest myths about aging is that slowing down is inevitable. While it is true that the body changes with age, losing strength is not something that happens overnight. More importantly, it is not something you are powerless to influence. That brings us to habit number 4. Resistance-based movement. When many people hear the words strength training, they picture heavy weights, crowded gyms, and intense workouts. That is not what I am talking about. For adults between 75 and 85, resistance exercise can be as simple as using resistance bands, performing chair stands, carrying groceries, or doing wall push-ups. The goal is not bodybuilding. The goal is preserving muscle. After age 75, the body experiences a process known as sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. Unfortunately, muscle loss affects much more than appearance. It influences balance, mobility, energy production, metabolism, and even the ability to perform everyday activities. Every time you stand up from a chair, climb stairs, carry laundry, or walk across a parking lot, your muscles are working on your behalf. The stronger those muscles remain, the easier daily life becomes. What makes resistance training so important is that it sends a direct signal to aging muscle tissue. It tells the body that strength is still needed. Without that signal, muscle fibers gradually shrink and weaken. Research consistently shows that older adults who engage in resistance exercise several times per week experience improvements in leg strength, balance, and overall physical function. Many also report greater confidence in their movement because they feel more stable and capable. One area that deserves special attention is the lower body. Strong legs and hips are essential for maintaining independence. They help reduce fall risk and support mobility throughout daily life. The good news is that meaningful benefits do not require long workouts. 2 or 3 sessions each week lasting 20 to 30 minutes can make a substantial difference. Consistency is far more important than intensity. For even greater benefit, combine resistance exercise with adequate protein intake. Muscles need both stimulation and building materials. When those two factors work together, the body is better able to maintain strength and recover effectively. If you are still challenging your muscles regularly after age 75, you are doing something extraordinary. You are actively investing in your ability to remain independent, mobile, and confident for years to come. Number 3. Consistent sleep. The hidden foundation of healthy aging. Many people think of sleep as simply a period of rest. In reality, sleep is one of the most active and important biological processes in the human body. And after age 75, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule may be one of the most powerful habits you can develop. The challenge is that sleep naturally changes with age. Older adults often produce less melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate the sleep-wake cycle. Deep sleep becomes shorter and lighter. Nighttime awakenings become more common. As a result, many seniors begin to accept poor sleep as an unavoidable part of aging. But poor sleep affects far more than energy levels. During deep sleep, the body performs critical repair work. Muscles recover, immune function strengthens, and the brain clears metabolic waste that accumulates during waking hours. When sleep becomes fragmented or inconsistent, those essential processes become less efficient. One of the greatest concerns involves cognitive health. Studies have shown that disrupted sleep is associated with increased accumulation of proteins linked to age-related cognitive decline. In other words, the quality of your sleep may influence how well your brain functions in the years ahead. The seniors who age most successfully often treat sleep as a priority rather than an afterthought. They go to bed at approximately the same time every night and wake up at a consistent hour each morning. This regular schedule helps reinforce the body's internal clock. The sleep environment matters as well. A cool, dark, and quiet bedroom supports deeper, more restorative sleep. Limiting screen exposure before bedtime can also be beneficial because mental stimulation often keeps the brain more active than people realize. Another powerful habit is creating a calming bedtime routine. Gentle stretching, reading, prayer, meditation, or slow breathing exercises can signal to the nervous system that it is time to transition into rest mode. One technique I frequently recommend is diaphragmatic breathing for several minutes before bed. Slow, controlled breathing activates the body's relaxation response and can make it easier to fall asleep naturally. The truth is that sleep is not lost time. It is productive time. It is the period when the body repairs, restores, and prepares for another day of living independently. If you still protect your sleep schedule after age 75, you are doing something many people overlook. Yet that simple commitment may be helping your brain, body, and quality of life far more than you realize. The next 5 years are being built by the choices you make today. As we come to the end of this conversation, I want to leave you with one thought that I believe every adult over 75 deserves to hear. Aging is not a battle that can be won, but it is a journey that can be influenced. The reality is that the human body becomes more vulnerable with time. Muscles weaken more quickly when they are not used. Dehydration affects the brain more deeply. Poor sleep takes a greater toll than it once did. The challenge is that these changes rarely happen all at once. They accumulate quietly, often unnoticed, month after month and year after year. That is why the habits we discussed today matter so much. Not because they promise perfection, not because they stop aging, but because they help you stay engaged in the life you have worked so hard to build. What you choose to do over the next year may determine how you feel 5 years from now. Small daily decisions, drinking enough water, protecting your sleep, maintaining your strength, may seem ordinary in the moment. Yet over time, they can influence whether you continue walking confidently, thinking clearly, and living independently. I have seen patients make simple adjustments and experience meaningful improvements in energy, mobility, and quality of life. I have also seen what happens when warning signs are ignored for too long. The difference is often not dramatic action. It is consistent action. So wherever you are today, 75, 80, or 85, do not focus on what you can no longer do. Focus on what you can still influence. Your future health is not determined by a single day. It is shaped by thousands of small choices made repeatedly over time. And the good news is this: the next healthy choice is always available to you. Starting today, you have an opportunity to protect the strength, clarity, and independence that make life meaningful. Never underestimate how powerful that opportunity truly is. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.